When you think about 100%ing a game, you consider many factors such as the replayability, the achievements, and the difficulty in obtaining those achievements, and then for a dad like me, the amount of time to complete a game. Welcome to today's SLAC Series episode where I 100% Afterimage. Quick synopsis of the game. Read from the Steam shop, Afterimage is a hand-drawn 2D action adventure that emphasizes fast-paced combat with a diversified character builds, non-linear levels, and a gripping story set in the ruins of a fantasy world. It'll take you onto this long 38-hour, 46 achievement adventure. Like any adventure, I guess, we start at the beginning. I did make the difficulty to advance because that's the only hard option available, or as I say, I don't care. I'm going in balls deep. Now this video is going to be a little bit more different than the other SLAC series. I'm going to go over all achievements, and before I do so, just look at me. I don't even know what the hell I'm going through yet. Let's go over the achievements I get in the order of which I receive them, and talk about how disorganized, completely unguided journey this game is. Along with commentary, you will also hear my rants and the skill issue that I am during some of the harder boss fights because I kind of suck at these games. My first achievement is unlocked within the first 10 minutes of the game. The Assault. As it states, to defeat Lushwolf. It's a pretty easy boss fight, nothing too insane. I believe it's just a bait achievement, just to get my hopes up for the next one. Really? That was the boss? Remember how I said this game had zero guidance? All we are truly given, besides clues and dialogue and a handful of quests, is a map. Holy shit. Is that how big the map is? I gotta get not even close to the size of the map as seen in the thumbnail. Trust me, this game is time consuming. So after lots of travel going from region to region, I finally hit my second achievement after 5 to 6 hours of gameplay, Holy Diver. Leap of Faith is truly what it is, and all I needed to do was go to the far end of Emerald Falls where I will be met with a giant cliff, and I just jumped in, even not knowing what's at the bottom. Tired yet? Me too. These next two achievements are from basic quests that I was able to complete somehow because I wasn't using guides at this point of the recording, so it's just from exploring and going back and forth really. By the way, all guides and maps to complete the game that I used will be linked down in the description. Condolence and Poem of Death. That's one.
2 hours later.
And that's two down. Boom. To give a relative standpoint of where I'm at, I was able to complete Condolence early on-ish, and I say that because it's about 10 to 12 hours in, and I'm only just unlocking my third and fourth achievements. Don't worry though, while I am cutting out a lot of the exploration, we now are in the second half of the game, and about the 18-hour mark of the game where we get our fifth achievement, Broken Wings. Located in the heart of Veins, defeating Lost was surprisingly easy. I mean, I fought plenty of hard bosses up to this point, but it only took me 3 tries to beat him all in all. His attack pattern was annoying, and there were brief windows to attack him, but besides him, in the Holy Grounds, Valo gave me a run for my money. There are mixed opinions about which one is tougher, but Valo humbled me, and Lost took the L at the end of the day. Now that Lost is taken care of, the next achievement, Give Me Shelter, requires me to kill 2 more bosses, Agus and Aquil. For lore, these are both Pyro Goliaths. To me, another achievement locked behind their dead corpses. First up is Aquil, located in the Field of Pyro, a pretty high level area with a recommended level of 78 to defeat him, and as you can see, I'm 8 levels under, and taking damage up the arse. Fret not, because literally his hitbox is so large every jump I made, I was able to do damage to him, and then at that point, it's just a matter of dodging his attacks until I claim his head.
He wasn't that hard, beat him on first try also.
Agus, located in the northwestern part of the map, Scorchware is recommended for level 76 or up. So yeah, I knew I wasn't going to have too much trouble besides learning the 56 boss attack pattern. I really don't know how many bosses I've defeated, but it's definitely near 30 to 40. And look at that. 6 achievements down and we're only 5 minutes into the video. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. We only have about 40 more achievements to go through, so. Long Gone Day. The next achievement is another quest from Nicole. Again, I've been using a guide to 100% the areas and quests, so it takes as long as you'd expect it. The next achievement I've obtained is called Sleeping Sun. Another quest where I obtained 2 items, Sorrow the Divine Teardrop and the Eye of Gongor. With the 2 items, I head to the Field of Pyro and swim to the east of the map where I will meet the Birth of the Phoenix, and he takes me to an unreachable location in Scorchware, where I do unlock the achievement. While I haven't spoken much about this NPC quest, On the Road is the achievement that follows Karsa and Brenda. Literally, that's all you have to do, is locate where they are and talk to them 6 different times in different locations. Quite easy stuff. Another NPC quest that requires you to be in the endgame to complete, Fade to Black, follows this psychotic old man who believes he can obtain God's world by turning into stone. Spoiler alert, he dies by turning into stone. Word of Shenlong. Now this is the first collectibles achievement in which at this point I've been using guides and an Afterimage, which is a passive ability called Says Treasure Scope. Basically, if I'm near any treasure, it signals with a ring and a clock, and it's just a matter of being in the right place. Anyhow, it's just more lore if you're interested in it. On to the next. Comfortably Numb. This one seriously annoys me because it's one of the easiest achievements that could have been unlocked early in the game. Basically, just spam chat this broom in Silent Coast who is busy sweeping, and he'll just have special dialogue to tell you to go fuck. Come as you are. Another NPC quest, except there's 8 different locations for Stanley and 7 for Levine. To sum up the lore, Levine, a human, was locked in the Holy Ground archive due to some magic or curse. Basically, his quest is to set him free from the shackles of magic and becomes an owl. Then, Stanley, his old chum from sometime BC, sees Levine is back to being a bird and decides to go on an adventure. And then, yeah, that's about all I know because I chose not to read the dialogue. These next 3 achievements are 3 of the 10 different endings you can acquire in the game. To start it off, we head back down to the Field of Pyros in the secret corridor that leads to an egg. We interact with the egg to find out more lore and how Ifri, the pink companion, has followed us around and is basically a pyro from before the war. Anyhow, doesn't matter. This is the pacifist ending where fighting will not be done and we are spoon-fed an achievement. Luckily, after we do an ending, it takes us back to the last save point so we can tackle Hope easily. Choosing the option Invade the Egg basically gets Ifri to cry at me for attacking the egg, and Ifri eventually gets some balls and wants to square up, only just to get disrespected. It's a simple fight. Ifri only has 1 attack, homing fireballs that deal quite a lot of damage. Can't get any easier than that. Just dodge, heal when needed, attack is opens, and once we defeat Ifri,
Oh my god.
we unlock the achievement Hope.
Heated. Boom.
The journey achievement is a fun one. Basically choosing Invade the Egg, we go into the stage of attacking the egg, and then after Ifri asks us to stop once or twice, what I ended up doing was leaving the game, in which it takes me back to the save point. Once I load back in, I head back to the egg, and new dialogue is introduced, immediately triggering, and boom.
Selfie? Not bad. Pretty good endings, I'd say.
We unlocked
They're
Journey.
pretty high.
Ready for another 3? Dark Side of the Moon, Homecoming, and Cradle. These 3 achievements go hand in hand. Homecoming and Cradle are another 2 of the 3 endings for Renee. The third one was one of the tougher ones. We will come back to that one a little later. Going down into Sanctum Sanctum, we go to the very bottom where God's Cradle is, and we choose the option to investigate the device. Then we meet the Guider, who essentially is another boss fight. She wasn't that hard at first until I found out she has a second form that's quicker and more accurate in attacking. So yeah, I got my ass handed to me, but I ended up beating her over time and unlocked Dark Side of the Moon and Homecoming in 1. Cradle follows through as the 5th ending, where instead of investigating the device, I submit 1 or 2 of the memory shards I possess, and the Guider comes out again, and it's the same fight over again, and she gets humbled. Again. Word of the Primeval, a collectibles achievement where you have to look for 13 primeval glyphs throughout all locations, and trust me, it's part of the 100% completion we are working towards, but in order to get the last one, we have to tackle Renee's 3rd ending and the 6th ending out of 10. Thankfully, Renee's 3rd ending is another achievement, Essential. Back at the Cradle, we put in all 3 memory shards to find ourselves fighting the Guider again? Well, no matter. She gets her arse kicked, and we come to find out Renee had a doppelganger. Her name? Red Renee. I had done major cutting, and there have been hints of a doppelganger this whole time, so after image enjoyers, you know what's up. Steam Achievement Hunters. We remain in our arrogance to willingly not know lore. So I'll save you all the slack of how many times I died.
Damn. Dude, damn. Dude, fuck. Damn it. I messed up.
I will go over that I still haven't unlocked every ability at this point, so me losing is definitely a skill issue. Her attacks are wide, fast, and she has lifesteal if her attacks land, which is such a dick move. But with quicker reflexes, Red Bull juice in my veins, and the concentration of a tiger, I still lose.
No! Fuck!
Just kidding, check this shit out. With meticulous planning and quick healing, yes, I did find out that I had an after image that drastically decreased my healing time and some hope from all my deaths. I was able to defeat Red Renee and claim both achievements.
Only I had a companion like him from the start as well.
Oh boy, another 3 achievements in one! These next 3 achievements can only be achieved in New Game Plus, which is available after defeating the 6th ending for Renee. For Whom the Bell Tolls, Waiting, and Dream are unlocked one after another. Now as we enter New Game Plus Chapter 9, yes, there are 10 chapters, this achievement, For Whom the Bell Tolls, is another boss fight, Karen the Occult Prime. Now, as I am fighting Karen, I would like to go over that this New Game Plus is basically an extension to the lore, and you basically play as another character, number 42. She's a magic user and is quite broken, if I may add, and will contribute to the true and final ending of the game, but for now, she is known as the Karen Slayer. The next 2 achievements are both obtained in Chapter 10 and are the 7th and 8th ending to the game. For the Waiting achievement, where instead of fighting Karen, we choose the Invade option where she evolves into Asius, the Transcendent. Basically Karen, but not sober, has larger projectiles with larger damage radius, and still weak. Once it has been defeated, we will then unlock the Waiting achievement and head back into Chapter 10 to do something different. Instead of interacting with Karen, we head over to the far left of the arena and we find a mirror. This mirror is in correlation to the Dream Goliath, goddess, whatever she is, and will bring out my inner demon, another boss fight. At first, for a boss being named the Unstoppable Devil, I thought this achievement was going to be one of those bosses where you are intentionally going to lose because they do insane damage and have a lot of HP to where they can one-shot you. But when I began doing this much damage, I knew bro was cooked. As we take down this boss, we will go through another cutscene like the other 7 cutscenes and thus acquire our 24th achievement. Back to 100% in the map, Geographer focuses on all confluences of stream being interacted or activated. Basically every new area has at least 2 of these that act as save points, and then the giant confluences with portals lets you travel across all the different biomes. It's literally unmissable to 100% the map. Trinity. In the name of the mask, sword, and halo. Reading from the guide, it's a hot mess. I will put up all of what I had to do to obtain each one of these items, but because I was exploring the map and went back a lot, I've come across 2 of the items already except for the final part that was locked until New Game Plus was completed. And I'm not going to go through 27 hours of footage just to see me collect the Sword of the Lake and the Halo of Genesis. But do know, in all of its authenticity, the completion of the map is still required in obtaining achievements like this. I will show where I had to go back to the Field of Hydro and talk to this giant jellyfish that can repair the mask, hence giving me Nuos mask and the achievement. The Wall. This is considered a secret ending and for us, the 9th ending, just before the true ending. A prerequisite to unlocking this achievement is to collect all Shenlong glyphs, in which, if you remember early on, is a collectibles achievement for the fairy named Se. We then head to the far east of Silent Coast and ride the boat. We then have to attack the top of the mast to get the light to go out and then idle for 3 minutes. Normally we would have been docked by now at another area, but we know we're doing it right since we haven't docked yet. We hit the steering wheel to reverse the direction after said time. We head back to the left where it begins to get misty and eventually dock on this island where we speak to Se. After running through her dialogue, we head even more left to find a red phone booth and thus ending this expedition and collecting the secret ending and achievement. The Wall. Dude, what the fuck is going on? This ain't pogo time. As goofy as it is, it requires an accessory called the Hollow Vessel located behind a red barrier in Goliath Fall. Once equipped, all it requires is to bounce on an enemy's head to achieve the achievement. I'm not sus. The March of the Swordmaster, a collectibles achievement for secret arts that can be completed as you 100% the areas. I will show all 12 secret art locations, and for me, the last secret art is in the Town of Exiled at the very top of the confluence that I somehow missed. In the name of God, Defeat all powerful existences. Exactly as you would interpret it. Basically, defeating all of the bosses that are excluded from the endings is my best guess as to how I got the achievement. Final boss for me was Jade, the Mechanical Ascension. A boss in Halcyon Veins, and the boss was really easy to beat, similar to Red Renee moves, but significantly weaker. So this is an awkward one. Omniety requires for me to obtain all abilities, after images, and to reach level 99. As you can tell, I'm level 79 and somehow acquired this achievement when I get the last after image from Sunken Sanctum. A bug possibly, because there's a later achievement to be level 99, but hey, a free achievement is a free achievement. Taste of Happiness and Epicure. I don't know where to begin. Taste of Happiness is obtained when all cuisines have been purchased. This is a more tedious achievement because you have to do all of this to buy every meal. The short of it, I was able to get all of the chefs scattered across the areas back into Resting Town, where I then speak to Alice, who is ecstatic to have everyone back and unlocks the final cuisine, Hermit's Lucky Omelette, where the achievement is then unlocked. After in doing so, I have consumed all cuisines except the omelette, so once I go ahead and consume the omelette, I speak to Alice to glaze her cooking, and then Epicure is achieved.
There we go.
Iron Man is a skill achievement, one that is as easy as it reads. First thing we have to do is switch from our melee from dual blades to a great sword. And because I've ran the dual blades all game, we go into our skill tree to see how to perform an Iron Bastion. We then find an opponent after doing a lesson and dunk on them with the skill, claiming this easy achievement. The number of the beast. Wow, I mean, to deal 666 damage in one single hit, very much so quite possible. In order to do this, I had to completely change my armor and loadout to make my base damage consistent. The greatsword being the choice for melee, and each equipment I have on screen boosts my base damage. I did consume a cuisine to increase my damage as well, and I went to the very beginning of the game, Ruby Wood Desert, to one-shot some enemies. It's really all about RNG at this point, and it didn't take me too long, just about 20 minutes until I hit the number of the beast. Yes. Says Apprentice. Okay, so this is the point of the video where Insight is keen to a developing audience, and I would like to establish that there are 65 accessories to be obtained. Now you may wonder, how the heck am I supposed to know which ones I have obtained without going through my entire inventory or looking at the guides, basically becoming overwhelmed. And I'm here to tell you, the dev team is smart in this way. In the Town of the Exile, there are 3 magic mirrors above Stanley's shop that will tell you the category of each equipment you are looking for, the ones you have unlocked, and the ones you haven't unlocked. Those 3 categories are armor, weapon, and accessories. There's an achievement to collect both all armor and weapons, but that one is collected a little later. For now, we look at the spreadsheet that Demajen has created, and they made the number count of the accessory, weapons, and armor exactly of that in the mirror, so we can follow closely as to which ones we are missing. As you can see, I am missing a few in each category, and that's common because certain equipment can only be obtained through killing certain enemies for the loot drop. My last accessory that I had to acquire was from a giant tortoise in Ashen Canyon, dropping the Iron Skin Cape and unlocking the achievement. No Surrender and Keen Hunter were both achieved at the same time. Now here's the thing. Up until this point, I've been actively going through every area getting the 100% completion status in the game, defeating every boss, collecting all items, and this struck me as interesting because the true final ending, there's another boss that I'm choosing to not beat until I've unlocked every other achievement. So the fact that I somehow missed this boss early on is shocking. But I had to use Reddit and the guides to try and locate where this boss was because apparently I am not the only one to have missed this boss. But it is quite satisfying to beat a mid-game boss with maxed out dual blades. Anyhow, this was the boss that got me No Surrender and Keen Hunter in one. Gate of Babylon is the achievement I mentioned earlier about collecting all weapons and armor, and this one took me some time since there were 2 categories for me to go through. 127 weapons and 52 pieces of armor. But luckily, because I've gone through the areas thoroughly, the last weapon I needed to complete this achievement was on a magical whale that soars through the sky, and it looks something like this. Yeah, super exciting. But going to the very bottom of the, I'm gonna put quotations over the words world map, the final weapon was in the cove area that I somehow overlooked. Yeah. Yes. Thoroughly Tempered is possibly one of my favorite achievements. I absolutely love this because I was looking at what others on YouTube and Reddit did to grind it, and apparently a lot of these methods that have been patched to give lower XP. But I just so happen to have found a crazy 4-piece combo in the Field of Pyro that insta-kills Pyro Assassins. Now this was found completely by accident and thought nothing of it. Teleport to the confluence for Field of Pyro and go northeast from the confluence where you will be met with 4 Pyro Assassins and spikes in between each one. What Pyro Assassins do to engage in battle is jump right above you and smash it straight down. Apparently, what I did was
crazy,
just
dude.
juke
That's
them into the
crazy.
spikes,
Oh
and
my
for enemies,
God.
these are insta-deaths. For me, I lose HP and respawn, but not instantly die, so not only do these Pyro Assassins die in one shot, just by timing and spacing, but they give off so much XP, combining armor that increased the XP by a small percentage, and we maximize the potential of me getting to level 99 in under 30 minutes. And thus acquiring our 40th
Boom.
achievement.
My God.
Luxuriance states to collect all shards of Divine Leaf and Flower. Basically, they're obtainable by 100%ing the
Boom.
areas,
Another
and
Divine
when you
Flower.
collect 3 of either Leaf or Flower, you gain small amounts of HP or mana respectively. There's 30 of each Divine Leaves and Flowers, and the final Divine Leaf
Man.
that I needed was in Alice's shop, and,
Like-
well, here's my reaction.
Oh my gosh, there's a Divine Leaf right here. My God, I didn't even notice. So, there, I got all the fucking shards and Divine Leaves right here in this fucking shop.
Money for nothing is a tough one in the grand scheme of things. To purchase all shop items, and not the ones where you can restock easily, no, it's the items that you have limited quantity. So if you're straight booty at this game and buy health potions non-stop, just please don't bother 100%ing the game. I did run out of currency, but primarily because it's so costly to max out one weapon in terms of their tiers and buy every item from like 5 different merchants. Luckily in the game, there are these prism bones that you can find throughout all areas, where the sole purpose of these prism bones is for it to be sold.
Fuck it, I'm selling all this shit. I don't care. I have every single one. Did have every single one. Not anymore. Now I can fucking buy the last of her shit.
And I had it a lot, so
Oh
I was
my
easily
gosh.
able to
You
finish
guys ready
buying
for
out
this shit?
Alice's shop and giving me the achievement.
Boom. I didn't get the achievement. I fucking got it in the game. I didn't get it. Yeah, money for nothing. Purchase all shop items. Fuck me. Okay, well. Whatever. I did it. There we fucking go. It just came up all of a sudden. What the fuck?
We have finally made it to the end, to the final 4 achievements of the game. But before we get into it, I believe it is time to show what a 100% map of Afterimage looks like, and not enough credit has been said or done. Demajen, the creator of the location guides to every item and the creator of this map, go check out his links down in the description for making all of this possible, and not just for me, but for you, the completionist. And a huge thanks to Chaosmaniac in Steam for creating the Afterimage achievement guide that I used. All links will be down in the description. Back to the last 4 achievements. These achievements will unlock the 10th, final and true ending for the game. In order to get World Flower, all of these prerequisites have to be met. If you read them carefully, these are all the things that I've done already from previous achievements. So everything is coming back full circle. Now as you go back to number 42 in Negrito Tower, we can begin
Let's
the
do
final
this.
boss fights. Yes, fights is plural. We have to take on 3 different iterations of Eseus. Now before we get into the fight with Eseus, it's just a lot of dialogue and playing catch up until this point, so typical me, skipping the
go.
dialogue to start the fight. Here's how it went.
Here we go. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, okay. Ooh, that hurt. Ow, that hurt even more. Ooh. Kinda easy, what the fuck? Oh. I'm pretty sure if I... Okay, never mind. Ow. Oh. Get beaten, girl. Look at that, full HP. I've only used like half my stuff, so first try.
Now my second fight is with Eseus the Transcendent as number 42,
I
which
might
is
get
still
my
the same
ass
boss,
beaten, though.
different moves, but getting beat again by a different character.
Nice try, dumb bitch. Ow, never mind. I forgot how big those radiuses are. So obnoxious. Oh my god. Oh no! Yeah, you're beat. And after beating Isius, we then immediately take on her eternal form and the final fight. Go. Oh, I really don't have that much. Oh, she's aggressive. Oh, and she does damage. I might. Oh, fuck yeah, no. Fuck. Oh! Oh! I just gotta hit her with the law burst. Oh! Dude, she literally predicted where I was gonna be. Oh! Fuck. Oh, yeah, no, this shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, you're so cooked, you're so cooked, you're so cooked, I beat the game in first try.
I didn't choose, but I'm
Oh my gosh, get roasted, get flamed. Yeah, I might have used up all my abilities, but I don't fucking care. I was doing so much burst. Oh, this is the true ending. After like all the other ones I've seen. $45 out of 46. What the? I'm just waiting for it to bring up the. I've 100%ed it because I did. I have all the achievements. There we go. See, all I have to do is just load it up. Man. It's finally over. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I really do hope you enjoyed me 100%ing the game Afterimage. I really enjoyed it. Personally, it was a good story, but I mean, what a grind. If you enjoyed it, do leave a like and subscribe to show support. I will be continuing to do more videos like this, so I'll see you guys next time.